What's up, you nerds? It's your boy Reaper here, and today I am bringing you guys a new deck profile for the channel, and it is branded Invoked Shaddoll. I apologize if you hear the Shug in the background whining. Chess has stepped outside for a moment, and she has attachment issues. Anyway, let's get right on into the deck profile. We do have the 3 copies Fallen of Albaz. We have the 3 copies of Alistair the Invoker. We do have the 1 Shaddoll Squamata. We have the 1 Shaddoll Beast. We have 1 Shaddoll Dragon. We have the 1 Shaddoll Hedgehog. And then we do have the 1 Nail Shaddoll Ariel. Next, we do have 2 copies of Spriggan's Kit, as well as the 2 copies of Albion, the Shrouded Dragon, my bad. We do have the 3 copies of Ash Blossom. We have the 3 copies of Effect Veiler. Alright, going into the spells, of course, it would not be branded without the 3 copies of Branded Fusion. We have the 2 copies of Magical Meltdown, as well as the 2 copies of Invocation. We have the 2 copies of Shaddoll Fusion. We have the 2 copies of Super Polymerization. 3 copies Dark Ruler No More. The 1 El Shaddoll Fusion, the 1 Book of the Law, and then the 1 Cosmic Cyclone. Alright, going into the traps, we do run a Shaddoll Schism, as well as a Dogmatic of Punishment. Alright, that rounds it up for the main deck. Let's get into that extra deck. We have the El Shaddoll Winda, El Shaddoll App Cologne, and El Shaddoll Construct. Going into the Invoked part of the deck, we do have an Invoked Caliga, an Invoked Purgatrio, the Invoked Agoides, and the Invoked Makaba. Going into the rest of it, being the branded part of the extra deck, we have the Alba Lentius, or Alba Lenatus, however you want to pronounce it. We have the 2 copies of Albion, 2 copies of Labellion, and then of course the 2 copies of Mirror Jade, and to round out the extra deck, we do have the copy of Starving Venom. Alright guys, now we're going to hop on over to a Dueling Book or EDO Pro, whichever one I decide to pull up, so that way I can give you guys some test hands and combos for branded Invoked Shaddoll. Woo! Alright guys, here we are with the test hands and combos. I just decided to do it this way as opposed to using EDO Pro or Dueling Book, just because it's just a little easier. So with this is a actual really good hand to have for this deck. You may not think that there's a lot going here, but you actually have some pretty good combo pieces. So we're going to act like we're going turn 1. This is our starting hand, and we will proceed from here. So first, we're going to try to activate the Magical Meltdown. Magical Meltdown will add Alistair to hand. From there, we are going to go ahead and normal summon the Alistair. Alistair effect to add Invocation from deck to hand. With this, let's go ahead and do Invocation using Alistair and Veiler to go into, we will then go into Makaba. So from there, we will activate Invocation effect to shuffle back into deck to add Alistair back to hand. There, you would want to activate Branded Fusion. I believe we would then send Albaz, as well as the Shrouded Dragon to go into our copy of, let's see, we will go into the Libellion. So then we would activate the effect of Libellion. We're going to discard the Squamata to fusion out our copy of Mirror Jade by shuffling Libellion back, as well as the Albaz. And then we would also be able to get our effect off of Squamata, which is you can send one Shaddoll monster from your deck to the graveyard. So Squamata, honestly, you'd be able to send just about anything you want. For this instance, we are going to send the Beast, so that way we can get that draw. Now we are going to shuffle. Drawing Book of the Law, which is pretty cool. At that point, we would be able to have Book of the Law, Alistair the Invoker in hand, and we would in turn on a punishment, on a set punishment. So your in board going first is Mirror Jade, as well as Makaba, which is really good because, I mean, your opponent goes to activate a monster effect. Guess what? You pitch the Alistair, negate. Your opponent goes to activate a spell card. You pitch Book of the Law for Makaba, negate. And then, I mean, also you have Mirror Jade, so, like, it's also just really good in general. Especially going first in board. Because, I mean, you're also sitting on punishment, so they try to special summon Big Boss Dude. You pitch using, you know, Albion. You could pitch Starving Venom if you needed to. Like, you could pitch any number of things just to make sure that your opponent does not have, you know, their desired board at the end of the turn. But anyways, guys, that's about the biggest combo that we have here. That's one of like the strongest things we can do. I mean, aside from going into like the Shaddoll package where you would just bring out Construct, look at your opponent and laugh, because I mean, you declare attack. Like this would be like ideal end board, which it can be done, but I was just going off of basic combo, like what you're more likely to see. But yeah, no, I really enjoy this deck. I like what it can do. And yeah, that's about all that I got. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this deck down in the comment section below. What would you do different? Did you happen to see any combos that I missed? Let me know down in the comment section below. And yeah, guys, we will see y'all in the next one. Bye!